Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Just want to do this. I'm using my Canon camera because I've been having issues with the other cameras. So I thought I would try this camera because the volume was really low in my last video. I guess I'm going to entitle this, Please Stop with the Bro Nonsense. And what I mean by that is, that term, I get it. It's a term of endearment, but it's ghetto. It's slang. We got a pretty good English system here, and we all should use it. Instead of making up name or making up words or using words for a different meaning, because what triggered me to do this video was this. I just got a comment from a guy, and it started off with a bro, and then he asked me a question, and my response was, really, that's none of your business, man. You shouldn't be concerned with that. Now, I'm here to help you guys when it comes to music or Morris, man, I got a problem with this and, musically. But when you're going to question some of the things that I do, because I do them, it's not up for me. It's not up for you to know why I did it. It's none of your business. Why are you concerned with this? And it's not that I'm getting on the defensive. It's like, they're just some lines you don't cross. You just simply don't cross them, especially when you have no reason to cross them other than you feel you have the right to know this when you don't. And that terminology, bro, I look at it like this. First of all, I'm in my late 50s, okay? So I don't want a 20-year-old addressing me as bro. You know how you address me? Sir, because that's how I'm going to address you. Whether you're 20 or 75, that's how I will address you. I'm not going to give you slang, ghetto slang, bro, none of that nonsense. Because it tells me that your parents didn't do their job, because there's a difference between how you communicate with your generation versus the older generation. Now, that might work within the confines of 20-year-olds having conversations, but not addressing a middle-aged man with that terminology. And unfortunately now, I hear women using that. I had two women, and actually one of them I know very well. We used to work in corporate America. She addressed me as bro. Bro, that's not a good sound. It's not a good look, In life, you want to be able to be your own person and not run with the herd. The only time I'm going to run with the herd when it's beneficial to me to run with the herd, okay, they going to Stevie, so I'm going with them, but when it comes to just jumping on board with everybody else because everybody else is using this broken English or whatever you want to call it, slang, ghetto, whatever, it's like, no, I want no part of that. Because I'm going to share an interesting story with you, how my mother-in-law, God bless her soul, she's no longer with us, how I won her over. She realized, hey, this is the man for my daughter. When I was first dating my wife, I would come over to her home, and she lived with her parents, of course, and we would go in the basement, watch TV, and she would ask me to bring my guitar over, and I would play, sometimes trying to sing. And her mother would come down periodically just to check on us, and I totally understand that because I do the same for my daughter. So when she would come down, she would say, I would always be gone. And she's like, oh, and they called me Rick. Well, Rick left a long time ago. And she said, I like the fact that I did not have to tell this young man it's getting late and you got to go. Because I'm sure before me, there were guys in the past, she was seeing that her mother had to come down and tell them they had to leave. One of my bosses when I was in corporate America shared this story with me. His daughter was at the dating stage, and it was this one guy would come over, and he would leave late. And then he told this guy and told her, you know what time he has to be out here? He kind of ignored it. So my boss or ex-boss, he said he came into the living room. He opened up the front door, widened it open. The dude was kind of laying on the floor. He picked him up and took him out, put him outside, and closed the door. It's like nobody should tell you when it's time to leave, because you should know. And your parents are responsible for filling you in on these things in life because you're young and you haven't experienced them yet and don't know how to handle it. But that was how, I won her over, because it's like, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me once, because my parents told me leave people's houses at a respectable time. Nobody should have to tell you it's getting kind of late and you need to leave, But I just thought I'd post this video to say this. Whenever I see a comment that got bro in it, And I'm telling you guys so you know, give you your heads up. And I guess a life lesson, I'm going to remove it and block you because I don't want to be addressed as bro. I'm not your brother. You know, I'm an older guy. I want respect because I'm going to give you respect. Everybody that I respond to in my comments, I address them as sir. You know, I don't say bro and all that stuff. It's like, too old for that, you know, and it's a slang. You know, it's not proper English. And it's just, it's ghetto, you know, and it's like, no, we don't do ghetto here. You know, we don't do ghetto here. You know, I like to think that my channel for young people is a learning experience for things that they have learned from me that they didn't learn from their parents. Like, man, Morris, man, thank you, because I've been using that terminology like crazy, and I thought it is okay. And I guess it is within the confines of your constituents or your age group. You know, ain't nothing wrong with addressing another 20-year-old like that, because that's what teenagers do. They use these current hip phrases and stuff like that. But when you address an older guy or older woman or whatever, don't use that because it's tacky. You know, it's very tacky. You know, so I thought I would again just post a video, you know, just letting you guys know, you know, let's be mature here, you know, because when you're 20, you are mature now, or you're supposed to be. You know, when you're 16, you know, that's totally different. You're still learning. But when you're 20, 25, 30 years old and addressing another man, especially an older man, by that word or that terminology, it's foul. It's real foul. And I know some people just didn't realize that. I said, man, you know, Morris, man, thank you. Because I just thought it was okay, you know. And I guess in some instances it is. When you're on the street corner with your homies, yeah, okay, brother. You know, but when you get out into the real world and interact with people that you don't know and older people, sir, ma'am, thank you. You're welcome. And on that note, I'm going to sign off. Till next time, take care.